Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I won't forgive you!
Double demon fang!
I shall ensure you survive this.
Not today!
There! No, I'm only
This
here!
one's gonna be tough!
Take this!
I'm not
Here I go! Here!
Shortly alpha!
Burning!
Stand in the wind.
Here
Onward.
goes!
The enemy wields arms too.
We'll soon see about that! Healing circle! Leave the chargers to me! Here I go! Now! Dissolve! Go for it! Prepare to crumble! Dance in the wind!
Here I come!
Came between heaven.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Go for it!
Finish it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Looks like it could be worth something. Great, now I'm hurt and dirty. Get lost!
Take this!
This one's mine!
Elusive deity!
Don't mind if I do!
I'll
You're
thank
mine!
you.
Dance in the wind! Whatever you do, just stay away from this form!
Come on! Finish it!
Lost! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Pathetic! And a
No further!
house it! Heal for! I'll heal you all!
Come!
Great healing circle!
Be careful not to overdo it.
Now! I'll clear things out!
Elusive deity!
You're mine! Denied! Now! Take it! Jolene! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
So, fire and earth astral energy, huh?
A perfect combination. Coming through!
House it!
Bathed in blood.
Rising Wyvern!
Leave now!
Rising Phoenix! Damn it!
In here!
We've got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
See what I can do!
We turn the tables
here!
on!
There are still more left!
Right! No time to hold back!
Here I go! I'm never finished!
Demon Fang!
Now or never.
Not today!
I'm ready! Take! Blow them away!
Sonic Thrust!
There!
Take this!
Finish it!
Elton! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Well, am I improving?
Tremendously. The speed and precision of your aim is simply unmatched.
I had no idea you were watching me so closely.
It looks like that beam of light has stopped.
Then is it safe to say we've avoided oblivion for the time being?
I can still sense a faint glimmer of energy, though. It hasn't completely dispersed.
You can tell? Rinwell, your senses seem a lot sharper than before, don't they?
And you said you heard that voice, right?
I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't feel bad, though.
If trace amounts, however small, do remain, then it leaves us no choice. We must destroy the entire structure.
What do you suggest? We bring it down piece by piece?
Once that's done, what do we do then?
We go to Lenegus. Even if we could destroy the whole wedge like he suggested, it'd only buy us time. The fact they sent this thing down tells me they're not giving up this planet without a fight.
There's also the matter of the Renis Alma. Its circumstances still have yet to be truly resolved.
But how do we even get to Lenegus?
What if we hotwire one of their starships? There's gotta be one on the planet somewhere, right?
Starships are only seen on Dana at the start and end of the Crown Contest. Otherwise, they remain on Lenegus. Believe it or not, we Renans down here aren't quite as free to come and go as one might think.
Great. Well, I'm out of ideas then. We definitely don't have the tech to build a starship. And even if we found a Renin who'd help, who knows how long that'd take.
Yeah. Waiting for a starship to come down from Lenegus would probably be quicker than that.
Wait. Alphen, when you came down from Lenegus, it had to have been in a starship of your own, right?
Right. Oh, of course.
You can't be serious. That was 300 years ago. There's no way it's still gonna work.
But Alphen didn't wake up until a few years ago. That means it had to have still been functioning that whole time to keep his body preserved.
Indeed. You wouldn't happen to remember where you landed, would you?
My memories around where I parked are still a little hazy, but I do know that I woke up in Calaglia. So chances are it's still in the area. At least it's a place to start. Luckily, that realm's my old stomping ground, so I should be able to get us some help finding her.
This is it.
Yeah. As long as Lenegus stands there, there's no avoiding it.
So what's this help in Calaglia you're planning to enlist?
My buddy Nath. If anyone there knows something, I figure it's him. But first, we need to catch a boat and get back to the mainland. Our first port of call is Ulzebek.
Back where you first started out.
Yeah, along with my dad.
You okay? You don't look so good.
I think I'm just a little seasick, that's all.
Liar. Huh? You heard me. You've never been good at hiding your emotions, Shion.
Excuse me? Just what do you... No. You're right. I'm sorry.
Is it about Alphen?
No. Not just him.
Something you can't talk about?
Rinwell, I'm not like the rest of you.
Of course you are! No, I'm serious. Back when we first met, I think maybe then I did think we were different. But now I know that isn't true. You and I are the same, Shion. We're alike in more ways than you know. If any of us is different, it's me. I'm a Danon who can use magic. I may be the last. My family and I have been living in hiding as long as I can remember.
Everyone has their own pain that can be hard for other people to understand. I saw the two of you talking and thought you could use a third wheel. So, here I am. Sorry.
If anyone's the odd one out here, it's me. Believe me, you don't want to listen to my problems.
Want me to go?
I didn't say that.
I get that you must have a lot circling around that head of yours. And that's okay. Whatever's worrying you right now, you're allowed to worry about it. And you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I know I'm not a Renin like you, or a mage like Rinwell. I'm not a sovereign, maiden, or lord. I'm just a Danon who used to be a slave. But regardless of all that, I'm here for you, Shion.
That goes for me too. We all want to be there for you. Me and Hootle and even the boys. I promise. I mean, that is what friends are supposed to do, right?
I said this to Alphen, and now I'll say it to you. You're not alone in this.
Thank you. Rinwell. Kisara.
And right on cue, I think I should make my way back and lie down for a bit. My battle with this ship continues.
Yeah, I better head back too. We wouldn't want the guys thinking they're in charge. Can you imagine Law at the helm? Who knows what kind of trouble we'd get into?
Still, if that's true, then it's all the more reason I have to do this.
Aw, are you tired, Poodle?
You sure he's not just trying to hide from us?
All right, something is definitely up with Shion.
Yeah, something big by the looks of it. I've never seen her so serious.
So, do you think we should say something to Alphen then?
I was wondering the same thing myself, but then it occurred to me. Whatever this thing on her mind is, it's probably the last thing in the world she wants people to know about. If she's trying this hard to keep it secret, then it's not really our place to go telling people before she's ready.
Yeah.
I can't tell them. There's just no way I could, right? What am I supposed to do?
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Catching a cold? Here, have this herb I found earlier.
I'm fine, thanks.
Brace yourself! This one's tough!
They're surrounding us!
Ready to go!
Tornado
drive!
Waterfall!
Right
In here! These things in the sky is mine! Lightning strike! Impact!
We got fire!
I've got it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Now! Go! Where are you going?
You're finished!
I can do this all day!
I'm ready!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Scream.
Go!
Lead dirt! apart!
Take it!
Bloody howling!
One more!
Lightning thrust!
Negative gate!
Got it! Take this! A whirling
I'm ready.
struggle. Hear me! Alvin! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Brace yourself! This one's tough! Megasonic thrust!
Raging Cascade!
Dragon Swarm!
In here! One more!
I can carve through armor!
In here!
Now
Get
we're
out
not.
there with the others!
No! Take
Can't
this!
end here!
I couldn't make it in time.
Now, more enough!
and beyond. Imbue this vanquish.
Let's cut our losses. What could this be?
Damn it!
I have a bad feeling about this.
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite. On your knees. I couldn't make it.
Insects should stay on the ground.
Here goes!
Let's cut our losses.
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
We've reached our destination.
Meow. Meow.
What are you doing?
I'm talking to the kitty.
That isn't a cat. Thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
I wish I could get an examination.
Well, if you say so. Let me see, yes, you're in well, all right?
Well, if only your brain could keep up with your mouth.
Ah, Calaglia.
Everyone around here looks so much happier than they used to.
I'll say, it feels like an entirely different place. I suppose it's had time to adjust to its newfound freedom.
Zephyr would have been so happy to see this.
Yeah, he really would have. Especially if he knew Law was... Law? Something bothering you, Law?
Nah, I'll be fine. It's just, you know.
It still weighs on you, doesn't it? Running away back then.
I abandoned my home. Then when I finally come back, it's been liberated. What's important is that it's free. I get that, I do. I just... I should have been here.
Just one thing after another, and it all falls on my head to...
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't you see I'm... Alphen?
Looks like you have your hands full.
As much as ever. As if I wasn't busy enough putting down the last remnants of Renin rule, I'm up to my ears in Danan disputes. And then, to top it all off, that thing had to come crashing down from out of the sky.
Pretty sure we've heard this somewhere before.
But enough about my problems. What can I help you with?
Yeah, we're looking for an old Renin starship. You wouldn't happen to know any around these parts, would you?
A starship? What do you need one of those for?
To get to Lenegis.
Lenegis? Are you out of your damn mind?
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've done recently.
No, I believe it. Well, either way, I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about a starship.
Then do you have any historical records by chance?
Sure, we've got stacks of old records.
Mind if we take a look at them?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Nath.
I read through all of the records, but I only found a single line that might point to what we're looking for. It mentions a rock that shot across the sky and landed past the mountains. The event was recorded just before the first Renin invasion.
And you think that might be the starship?
I don't know. There was nothing else in the records that came even close. It looked like it was someplace called Berg, but maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Berg?
That ring any bells for you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Calaglia. I was just there recently, investigating a report of a meteor someone saw.
Another meteor in the same area? Really?
I wonder if it could have been one of those lights that shot out of the wedge.
All the more reason to check it out. Can you tell us how to get there?
The old Zion mine is up that way. One of the veins we abandoned connects to the volcano. Go ahead and use that. But you should be careful.
Huh?
I don't know if it has anything to do with the meteor, but there's a giant Zoogle running riot in there. Never seen anything like it.
A Zoogle, huh?
I turned back as soon as I caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell you much more. Just be real careful if you head out that way. All right.
I can't...
Right.
I didn't like the sound of that monster Nath was talking about one...
Everything okay with Hootle, Rinwell? He seems kinda out of spirits.
It must be the heat getting to him. We don't get these kind of temperatures back in Cyslodia.
Galaglians born and raised here struggle with it too, so it's no surprise.
Aha! So that's why his plumage is so white. He was born in a winter wonderland.
Actually, Dan and owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land they're raised in. Where they're born doesn't affect their appearance at all. But that's not why he's white. The real reason is that he's still just a baby. Whew!
You mean their plumage changes color depending on where they grow up? Weird.
And with all this traveling we've been doing, it wouldn't surprise me if his wings ended up looking like a colorful painting.
I think he suits his snowy complexion. It'll feel strange to see him change.
How awesome would it be if his head and wings were different colors? And his stomach and sides, like a map of our travels! Ow, lay off, will ya? So much for the heat making him docile!
You've only yourself to blame for that one. Poodle takes pride in his appearance, you know.
Fascinating. An appreciation of aesthetic beauty in an owlet so young.
Dohalim, I think you've drawn his attention. Did we really just spend that much money?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
This shall suffice. Please, everyone, have as much as you like.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
It's quite hot here. The climate feels different from Menancia's.
It's gotten much cooler since leaving town, though.
Does that mean eyes were burning holes in us?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
So we're back in the Zion Mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
So this path is supposed to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law. so hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
But we need to find that starship. And fast! Get lost! Dance in the
Stay
wind!
calm. I shall provide assistance.
Glacial spear! Here's the evil spear! Green Lancer! A whirling... It's a duel of the eye! I never fit!
They got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
A thrilling performance.
Now!
Ready to go! Far enough!
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
No complaints here.
Freeze Lancer!
No further.
Neon! We don't have firearms here on Dana. I can show you mine if you like. That would be really awesome, Neon. Glacial Spear! Here's Evil! One at a time! Freeze Lancer! Now! Lost! Get toasty!
Burn strike. We can really make weapons with this?
Damn it!
Coming through.
Go! Take it! And again!
Anything in order is all mine. Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you.
Then I'll split it open.
Be my guest!
It's too much. The enemy wields arm of hate.
You'll soon see about that. Raging Storm! Lightning of Raging Cascade! I never fit! In here!
Got easily.
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go!
Can't get out of this.
Illuminate the dark!
Not today!
Quiver!
Elusive
Too
being.
much to handle? Came between heaven and earth! There!
I'm ready.
Get toasty!
Burn strike.
The flames will roar! And the
Now you see what I can do.
We'll get Healing circle! More where that came from!
Denied.
Thanks! Here I am! Glacial spear! Here the evil! Blaze Lancer! Dance to the wind! Air thrust!
Bloody howling.
Looks like it could be worth something. This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me. Huh. Instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
Hi, Hoodle! One more! Zephyr Trident! Anything in armor is all mine!
You picked the wrong fight!
Hold on here! Where are you going?
If it curls up, time to get out of the way!
Go!
Dragon Force!
Think again! Now!
This one keeps charging us! Can't get out of
That's what my
this!
shield's for! Get behind me!
Good!
Holy land!
I'll leave it to you! I can carve through
Glacial Spear! Pierce the evil! The wind! Freeze Lancer! More for the sun! Here I go! Got you! Glacial Spear! One more time! Ready to go! No defense!
Bloody howling!
Denied! Go!
I'm ready!
Kisara! Go for it! Prepare to crumble! No defense!
Not today!
Here I go! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Winds of Freeze Lancer! Where are you going?
Finish it!
Jolene! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
No complaints from me.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Can't get out of this!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
This'll come in handy.
Freeze Lancer!
Captivity! Now you see what I can do!
Here goes! Not on my watch!
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still? Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Finish it!
Law, get toasty!
Burn strike!
No defense!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Now, heaven and earth.
A Whaler Trident!
I'm ready!
Alphen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
I shall ensure you survive this!
Go! Let's handle this!
Rending you apart!
Bloody I never could hide to stick his armor! This one's sealed! Confiscated!
Finish this!
Thanks for the healing! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
The water you're up! Fierce Sweep! Tidal Wave! Zephyr Trident!
In a bind?
Toxicity!
Finish it!
Oh, this ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
No defense!
Finish it!
Law, get toasty!
Burn strike! We're in good form!
My face is starting to sting. And my throat feels super parched.
Here, have some water. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Thanks.
You want some too, Shion? Oh, wait. I bet you're hungry more than anything, aren't you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Little hell! Here it looks like you, the black and dark are weak points. Glacial Spear. Here's the evil.
Great! I'm ready!
This one's got your name on it.
Action to action!
really got... us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
Right, here goes! Here I come!
You got company!
Castle!
Raging cascade! Here goes!
Burn in hell!
Zephyr Trident! Toxicity!
No further!
Fear Sweep!
Try harder! Thank you!
Select Zephyr Trident! Toxicity!
Rising Rising!
Toxicity!
I have no limits!
Arctic!
Try you with itself!
Not on my watch!
I'm ready!
Listen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
No defense!
You're mine!
Go! I never miss! Here's
Take it!
Whoa! Hey! Zephyr Trident! Go! One more!
I can carve through armor! All in order.
Away
Glacial
like
Spear.
lightning!
Dragon Swarm!
Freeze laser!
Total devastation!
There! Go!
Double demon fang!
I'll heal you all! Now! Healing circle!
Blood! Rendering you a
Like
bloody
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword, and with my fans. That was almost too easy.
No enemy can stand against us!
If only every battle went so well.
In a bind? This one's all mine!
You're mine! Got it! There with you! Fear Sweep! You have to aim for the bright area on their back!
Ignite!
Here I go! Don't mind
Exploit
if I do!
the enemy's weakness!
Fear Sweep! Toxicity!
Mega Sonic Thrust! Sonic Thrust! I can carve through armor!
More with that first Trident! Air Fear Sweep! It's over!
Here I come!
There! Lightning! Denied! Will this hand hit?
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet!
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that wasn't true.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
And again! Blazing roar! Turn it!
Let the marksman
Grind you
die.
into dust! Take this! You're mine!
I never fit! Hope this works!
Can't get out of this! Devastation! Now you see what I can do! I'm ready!
Alphen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'll heal you all! Raging Cascade!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help through?
Deity! Mirage! Dragon
Healing Circle! Dance in the wind! Nazarite!
I owe you one!
Whirling Fire! Winds of Heaven! First Strike!
Can you take it?
You are in substance! Farewell! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
I think I'm getting stronger.
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Anything in armor is all mine!
You're mine! Lightning!
In a bind?
Glacial Spear! Here's Doling! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! A merry distraction!
There's still more to go! Illuminate the dark! Keep going! Only go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me.
Coming through! Thank you!
Toxicity! Ready to go! Charge the level!
A thrilling performance!
I
exploit the enemy's weakness! I'll smash you!
Here goes! Whoa!
Burn!
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Great, now I'm hurt and dirty.
Right, here goes!
How's this?
The earth throughout
Think again! Take it!
I'll take you all! Take this!
Come forward! Take it! One more! Hold it! Zephyr Trident! Primed and ready!
Elusive deity!
There! Where are you going? Here I go!
Demon ready and rare! Tornado drive! Now you see what I can do!
Toxicity! Light astral energy! Fierce with him! Thunderblade! Illuminate the dark! You're mine! Come forth!
Quick, turn the tables on him.
There are still more left!
Right, no time to hold back.
Glacial nothing gets by me! Far enough! Freezing! I'll heal you all!
Begin!
Healing circle! Thank God!
Elusive deity! Rotating pile driver! Tornado drive! Ready and rare! Armor won't save you!
One more! You're mine! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer!
Can't get out of this! Rising
I never miss! There! Fear me now! Now! Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! A merry distraction!
There's still more to go! Winds are heading! First toxicity! Fierce Rising Water! Zephyr Trident! Now! Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! Everlasting dark!
I never miss! And this now!
Resonate with you? Stalagmite!
Onward and upward.
Retreat if you know what's good for you!
Far enough! Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Confiscated! I'm only getting to heal you all! Air thrust! A whirling
One
tornado!
come on!
Winds of heaven! There! Go!
Prepare to be sealed!
I owe you, Tion.
Healing is what my art do best.
All my students cause havoc and destruction.
Here I go! Contact this world! It's over! Toxicity! Here I go! Celestial Banner! There! Ice Crystal! It's over! Tunnel! Alphen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Where are you going? Wind Astral Energy! Zephyr Trident! Radiant Toxicity!
Burn in hell!
Ready and ready!
Aim for the weak spot.
Spear Sweep! Will this all disasters made one? Come forth, healing! Alright, it's down! This is in the sky, it's mine! What would I do without you? I'm holding
You! Mirage!
Zephyr! There! Wind Astral Energy! Lightning Condense! Spear Sweep! Illuminate the sun! Come forth, Zephyr! Spear Sweep!
Wind! Burn in hell!
Come forth, Holy Glimmer! Go! Holy Land! Zephyr Trident!
No further! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Double Demon
Now!
No dawn shall break
Radiant
this
Storm!
path!
Healing Circle!
I'm grateful.
Why'd you do it?
Stop me down.
My exploits are bearing fruit. Callous. Calcified. Calaglia.
What kind of poem is that?
A sparse one.
It's crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall, there'll be nothing left of you.
Exactly. So don't try anything funny. Especially you, Law. No pushing anyone.
I didn't know you had that sort of trick up your sleeve, Dohalim. I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different. And for you to handle both.
Not necessarily.
Gotta break through!
Handle it.
Resonate with the earth!
Denied!
It's go time!
I never think!
You apart!
Raging Toxicity! Spear Sweep!
Aim for the weak spot! Armor won't save you!
Spear Sweep! Supernova! Dance in the wind! Toxicity! Air Thrust! A chain between heaven and earth! Glacial Spear! A weevil! Steel Lightning! Breathe! Divine Savior!
Burn in hell!
Will this help?
Prepare to be sealed!
Take
this!
Raging Flame! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
No defense!
You're mine!
Go!
Thank you!
Raging Storm! I'll heal you all!
Double Demon Fang!
Take this! Dance in the wind!
Smash you! I'm ready!
There you go! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Hi, Hoodle! And again!
Take this!
Elusive Supernova! Raging Cascade!
Here I come!
Where are you going?
You picked the wrong fight!
Fear
Where's the enemy's weakness?
Holy Glimmer! Help this! I'm only getting started!
With the Double Demon Fang!
Ready and ready!
I can carve through armor! Eternal devastation!
Now! Healing
I'm ready!
Astral Energy! Full throttle! Go! A flawless victory! surely.
Where are you going?
Here I come!
Dragon form! Finish it! Ringwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's...
Ready to go!
Courteous, aren't you?
Take this! Here I go! Denied! Take this! Resonate with
I'll
the
heal you all!
Stalagmite!
Illuminate the dark! Come Mega fully clear! Fire complete!
Armor won't save you!
Fierce wing! Where are you going? Photon blast! Illuminate the dark! Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
Leave the charge!
A chain between heaven and earth! There! A wailing dancing lightning! Glacial spear! Here's evil! Free Blazer! I'll heal you all! I'll be saving this one! Healing Circle!
Anything in order is all mine!
Easter!
Go! Glacial spear!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! You're mine!
Now confiscated!
Lightning Order!
Tempest
One
War!
more! Take this!
Now!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around! Here I go!
Certainly not.
Dragon Swarm!
Zephyr, I'm ready!
Finish it!
Doeline! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
So, fire and earth astral energy, huh?
A perfect combination.
What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go! This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone!
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared!
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogles? Take care of them while keeping an eye on it! Go!
Far enough!
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil! Not on my watch! Freeze Lancer!
Let's really
Inferno Crossing!
No further!
Going in! I'll heal you all!
I'm on it! Eat dirt!
Healing Circle! Sight this gut!
Was a shock!
Now
to talk! This one keeps charging us!
that's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Will this help?
What's this?
Now we're playing nice! Think again! Back into the fray!
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough of it.
Yes, ma'am! I can carve through armor! Burn in hell!
On guard! Take it! Blizzard Blow!
Now we're never...
Fear Sweep!
No further!
Denied!
Elusive deity!
Don't mind if I do!
Hitting pile driver! Inferno punch!
There! Here I go!
Demon blast!
One more! Blizzard Blow! Think again! You're open!
Target down! Take balloon!
Zephyr Insert! I never miss!
Freaking done!
Here I go! Toxicity! Fear Point!
This one's mine! Shall break this night. I'll smash you! No further!
I'll heal you all!
What's this? Begin!
Healing Circle!
My black and time!
Execute! Here's the evil!
I'll tear you
Not in
apart!
your dream! What?
The flame inside is yours! Be let free! You picked the wrong fight! I'll smash you!
Switch Where are you going?
Beast assault! Activity!
What the? No! A new lease on life!
Death on the wing!
Healing Circle!
No further!
I hope this medicine works as promised.
Eat dirt!
Take switch
Now I'm in trouble!
I'll heal you all!
First strike!
Healing Circle!
Eat this! I'll run you through!
Fear Sweep!
On your knees!
Zephyr Trident! Hold on to your art! Here I come! Will this help?
Denied!
Healing Circle!
And just like that, I'm back in.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
Think again! Now!
No further!
This
I'll tear you apart! Ready and ready! Begin!
Time to shine! Primed and ready!
I'm ready!
Alphen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
No defense!
I'm ready!
Redwell! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
That's my focus!
Here come more.
You'll just have to keep fighting. An astral art?
That's my shield!
Shut him down.
Elusive deity! Burn!
Inferno! You're mine! Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Ready!
Inferno punch! Air pressure! They're offering! I'm ready!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Think we overdid it?
Not by a long
Never
shot.
miss!
Bloody hell! I'm on it!
I'll heal you all!
Negative gain! No another incantation!
Burn up.
No, it won't end like...
Take this! I'm letting you all down.
Not
Imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation.
Go! Raging! Sword!
Don't think for that.
I'll heal you all!
Eat dirt.
The close one! Healing circle! They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Redwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
Ready to win.
Going! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
Armor won't save you. Bloody
Where are you going?
Finish it.
Here at lost! Get toasty!
Bird strike.
Raging! There! Will this help? Dance in the wind!
I'm ready.
Healing circle! Elfin! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
I'll heal you all!
Now or never.
Healing circle!
I owe you one.
I owe you reinforced healing is what my arts do best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Can't get out of this.
I'll heal you all!
Burn in hell.
Nick is dead! Now! There you go! Art expert coming through! Not in your dreams! Illuminate the dark! Only two
See
left!
what I can do.
One more time! Nick is dead! Pathetic! It looks like you got power! Feel the medicine working! A whirling struggle! Nick is dead! No defense of heaven! I never miss!
This one's mine.
Nick is dead! You're open!
Can't get out of this.
You're open! Nick is dead! You're open! Ready! No more playing nice! Raging not in your dreams! Arctic, coming through!
Ready and raring.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy
Now you
river!
see what I can do.
Holy land! I can do it all day! One more! You're mine! Fierce swing here! Better trident! Steel force!
Burn in hell.
Here I go! I can handle it! Will this help? Lightning orb! I never miss! Now!
Here I come.
Alphen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
I'll heal you all! Raging
In a
storm!
bind.
Healing circle! Celestial hammer! Ice crystal!
Grind you into dust.
You're open! And it's
Rising Phoenix.
You're mine!
On your knees.
Thunderblast! A chain between heaven
I
and
hope
earth!
this medicine works with Thomas.
A wearing beauty of lightning! Healing circle!
This one's mine. Execution.
I pulled out to your arm. Here I come! River! Astral energy! Full throttle! A chain between not in your dreams! Got it! You're mine! Raging storm! Let's go! Will this help? Raging storm!
Finish this.
Healing circle! What would I do without you?
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Ah, right.
Healing circle! What would I do without you?
Nothing gets by me!
This death shall not be forgotten.
Now or never.
It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone.
can't lose. Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't retreat. Not yet.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe.
Power surges.
Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too. Alphen!
That's enough! Go back down! Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah. It wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go. I can feel my power growing!
Hey, is that it over there?
You guys checked your equipment lately?
Alphen?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alphen.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave. We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shion and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegus. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Xion can finally get rid of her thorns. Xion?
Huh? Yeah.
Where? Xion? Where'd Xion go? How could she just go off on her own? Xion. Xion! It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Rolron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Xion. But tell me how... How is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Shion, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renaissance on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's... too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shion!
Help it!
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this? It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. Fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shion, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shion. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys. You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, and a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shion is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Or that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelegion. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right. I need something to eat.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shion's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it. Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard, how could I?
Fair enough.
Shion's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shion's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
Rinwell.
Did you know?
You mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her, no matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shion, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, You're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shion. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is. Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Danans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadime, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, and before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renins. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shion.
But then, I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shion. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Danans and Renins, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you, until the very end.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
Everyone well rested?